Hello and welcome to the shop. Today's video is going to be just a little different than what you're used to seeing from the channel. I'm actually going to do an unboxing video instead of more of a how-to video. Now, normally I save unboxing videos from my other channel, but this one's kind of special, and let me tell you why. You've watched me make many bespoke pens, primarily Parker-based bespoke pens. I've been turning sections and bodies and caps, and I've been experimenting and trying new things. And it's really kindled a fire in me to want to make a fountain pen. So, about a month ago, I pulled a fountain pen out of my stockpile of stuff that I've made over the years, and I decided to start using it on a daily basis, make it my daily pen. And one of the neat things about it is I'm left-handed, and I thought this is going to be a huge problem because, you're going to get the ink all over your hand. That hasn't happened. And the second thing is I have very sloppy handwriting, and I was kind of worried about it. But the neat thing about using a fountain pen is it really slows you down and makes you think about forming your letters, and my handwriting has improved. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, it's still pretty sloppy, and I think it's probably going to always be a little on the sloppy side, but it is much more readable now than it ever has been. Making my bespoke Parker pens is a great lead into making fountain pens because basically I would just need to purchase some nibs, and then my section, turn it just a little differently to be able to accept the nib, or I'm sorry, the fountain pen nib, as opposed to a section for a Parker refill. So it's not a huge difference, and I have the tools to do it, but what I lacked was the inspiration. So after using my pen for a while, and I had a few little issues with it, it has an iridium, I believe it's called iridium fountain pen nib on it, and it's not the smoothest on paper. I decided, let's take the next step. I'm going to go out and buy myself a nice fountain pen. Now, when I say a nice fountain pen, you can spend $10 on a fountain pen. You can spend $10,000 on a fountain pen. My budget was a little more toward the $10 side. I actually made myself set myself a budget. And I said, I want to go out and I want to buy a fountain pen that's a nice quality fountain pen. I want to buy a bottle of ink, and I'd like to buy a notepad, and I'd like to keep the entire purchase under $100. And I was able to do that. I'm not going to tell you exactly what I spent. You can go online and figure it out if you're interested. But about a week ago, I placed an order with a company called Lemur Ink, and I ordered myself a real fountain pen, a bottle of ink, and some notepads. And what I'd like to do now is open that and show you guys. So you're going to see it as I'm seeing. I've never held this pen before. I'm really excited about it. So let's turn the camera around and let's take a look at what we've got in the bag. Start by shaking everything to one end to make sure that we don't cut anything. Let's go ahead and take the end off of this bag. I'm going to be real careful with this because I don't want to damage anything. It's very well packed. Let's go ahead and take a little bit of this off the top. I'm looking for the tape on here. There we go. Let's just, there we go. Looks like I keep getting things out of the frame. I'm sorry about that. Let's start off. I picked up a couple of these Rhodia books. They were not real expensive. They were just a few dollars a piece, but I wanted something to use for practicing writing with my new fountain pen. So I'm excited to have these, and I just figure they'll just be, I'll just sit down and write thoughts or maybe draw some plans in there for something I'm working on. But these are really just to give me some place to use. I wanted paper that was going to be good for writing with a fountain pen, and I think these are 85 weight. I'm not sure what that means yet, but I am getting into learning a little bit about this, and I'm sure there's way better paper, but this is going to be great as a beginner. I'm going to save the pen for last, so let's go ahead and open this package and see what we've got in here. Very cool. We've got a sticker from Lemur Ink. I'll be sure to put that up on the beam. I've got a Lemur Ink business card. There's a piece of paper here. Let's see what this says. Robert, thank you for your first order with Lemur Ink, and I hope you love the goods. Best, John. All right. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. Look at that. Isn't that neat? That's my bottle of ink. I don't really know what that is, to tell you the truth, but I'll do a little bit of reading and we'll figure it out. And now for the exciting part, let's open my new fountain pen. There we go. Had it upside down. Oh, wow. Take a look at that. Isn't that pretty? Is that a screw-on cap or a pop-on cap? Yep, the screws off. Look at that. Wow. Got a rose gold nib. Isn't that beautiful? Now, I don't know a lot about how this pen works. I need to take a little bit of time and go through the instructions that came with it. And what I'm going to do is shut the camera off. I'm going to go through these instructions, and then we're going to come back and we're going to fill the pen with ink, and then we'll do our first lettering in one of our notebooks. I'm ready to fill my pen, and those of you who are fountain pen aficionados will probably have a lot to say about how I do this, because this is my first time and I'm sure I will probably do something wrong, but we're going to give it a go. This particular fountain pen is going to unscrew from the cap, and there's a piston in here, and we're going to twist this piston to the left, and it's going to lower. You can see it lowering in the barrel all the way to the bottom, and then we just dip it into the ink. Here we go. Trying to get it to fill completely. Hard to do from the side. There we go. Now let me grab a paper towel here. Wipe it off a little bit. And of course I got a little bit on my thumb, which is par for the course. I'm going to put the cap back on for a minute because I want to lay the pen down. And I want to cap the ink because the last thing I want to do is knock it over. Now, one of the things that I did on this pen that I wished I would have known a little more about when I bought it is I didn't pay very close attention. I ended up getting a stub nib, which is more for italic writing, but that's okay. There we go. Let's get her started. There we are. And that is my first fountain pen. Now, I need a little bit of work. There's some air bubbles in here. I'm sure there's probably a way to fill the pen without getting the air bubbles. There's probably a way to fill the pen completely. I'm sure there are many different things that I need to learn about this pen. I'm just excited to have it, and I'm excited to practice with it. And I'll be writing with this on a daily basis, and my hope is that this will inspire me to make more fountain pens of my own. Once again, this is the TWSBI Eco. It is a special edition in rose gold. I purchased it from Lemur Ink, and I'm very happy to have it in my collection. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I am so excited about starting my fountain pen journey, and I think I picked a great pen to start with. And bottom line, I really just wanted to share it with all of you, the same way that you have shared all of the other how-to videos we've done over the past 7 years. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for being there. Thank you for all of the encouragement and the knowledge that you've imparted upon me throughout this journey. I truly appreciate it, and I think we got a lot of years left ahead of us, and I'm looking forward to really getting started making some serious fountain pens, and I hope this little baby here is going to be the inspiration to ignite that fire and get me making. Thank you for joining me in the shop today. I want you to know that you are always welcome in my shop. Come back and see me again real soon, and have a great evening, everybody.